Alright, hello everyone, welcome back to another Slime Isekai Memories video. So today we're going to be doing the new evil alternate Rimuru showcase. As you see, I have him level 104 right here. I decided after if you guys saw my summon video, which if you haven't, I would recommend you watching it because what a roller coaster. I decided to throw in the 5 like EX shards that I could get in the the 5-star bazaar every month, because I figured I'd want to get all of it, like at least one dupe of him, right? So let's go over what he does really quickly. So he has a single target alt Earth physical attacker. He is an Earth physical unit. He has a single target Earth physical attack, which does 490% normal damage. And if you use 200%, his EX alt does 735% alt damage or normal damage. His first skill is Total Ruin Rend. I only have it level 7, but if we check here at level 10, what it does is it increases Earth and Space attribute secret skill gauges by 20%. Effect increases by 10% each time allies use a protection skill up to a max of 100%. And it also decreases all targets' defense by 20% for 2 turns. Next, we have Doomed to Ashes. So at level max, what this does, this costs 15 skill points, and it changes one Soul of Combo's orb into one Soul of Divine Protection for this turn only, and increases all Soul of Divine Protection gauge increased by 10% for 1 turn. So as you see, I have them both at level 7. I just currently don't have enough of the like, what is it? What do they call it? The perfect striking, like, to fully max out both of them. And I've been running the Predator stages for the new difficulty, but it's, to me, it feels kind of a scam. Like, I feel like they could have taken out or maybe like lowered the drop rates of the yellow perfect whatever, because I feel like I get that a lot, and the perfect prowess, but I don't get the actual, like, this one, the one that I need, right? So that kind of sucks, but I'm grinding it every day, and I think it's fine to leave it at this. The only thing that's really changing is maybe the defense down would be lower, so it'd be 20%, and this would increase by 10%. But overall, I think the core of of his skills are gonna be fine at level 7. So next is Valor trait. What it does, if you unleash a 2 combo, the enemy's Soul of Secrets damage is decreased by 10% for 1 turn, and if you have him at 6-star stage 2, it'll be 20%, and you use this once per battle. And his trait is a protection trait, so every 2 turns you get 4, but if you have him at 3 stars or 3 dupes in, you can get 6 protection points every 2 turns. And then obviously his the secret skill enhancement is for an extra 20% damage if you have him fully maxed out, and his EX board, which we have fully complete, is for Shion. So taking a look at his equipment really quickly, I only gave him the armor and the sword. It's just temporary. We know that we're going to be getting special equipment for him because of the challenge that we saw, or that we completed for the new dark damage ranking event. So this is just temporary stand-in stuff for now. I didn't really want to like full send it on the equipment because we're getting new equipment for him, right? Or special equipment for him. So yeah, his board is completely done. I'm gonna just skip past that really quickly because it lags a lot. But yeah, that's Rimuru. We have him level 104, like I said, and we're gonna be taking him into the new the beatdown battle, and then also we're gonna be trying him out in the new damage dealer event. He seems like he's gonna be really good. I think that he maybe could have like, they could have allocated the alt orb changing to someone else, I think, but I think he's still a really good unit. Obviously, aesthetically, he looks really, really good. But yeah, let's just take him out into beatdown battle and see how well he does. All right, so the team we're going to be taking in is this team right here. I have Rimuru with Milim for the highest attack support that I can give him. Luminous just for her attack buff and stuff. Xion obviously for that crit damage board, and then her orb changing stuff. Violet for the buff, and her orb changing, and then also, I mean, obviously Guy for the DPS and the ult buff, right? Very nice intro animation. So yeah, this should be pretty easy. I mean, this stage is literally built for this team, so it should be quite the wash. Now swap Guy in, obviously for the orb change. I'd leave Violet out because I mean, with her skill, I can just bring her in for whoever has more orbs. Should be fine. Now I'm not too worried about building their ults beyond like the initial, just because Rimuru's skill literally pretty much guarantees the EX ult if you get at least one bar. Here we pop Velzard. I get pretty lucky with the orbs, so here I believe I swap Violet in for Luminous and then just pop Guy's orb change again. Send the whole hand here. That's going to give us 2 Velzards, 101 skill points, and we'll be doing decent damage here. Let's go, Rimuru. 12,000 crit. Ooh, here I also get lucky again. I can just pop the 2 Velzard, get more stacks, and then I can pop Guy's orb change, and then just leave it at that. Like I can also swap. I think I do swap into Xion here, and pop her crit damage stacking buff. Might as well. There's like no point in not using it here when I can. To be fair, it's only 5%, but I mean, better than nothing, right? So here, send Guy. Now, guaranteed, I have his ult and the EX ult at this point, so I really don't need to worry about him. Rimuru, we're getting close. Should do decent damage here. 13,000, pretty nice, pretty nice. So here, unfortunately, no Rimuru orbs, so I can kind of just swap them out. I do, however, pop the ult orb change on Rimuru, just so we can keep on stacking. At this point, like, might as well just go for. We're gonna get Guy's EX ult, might as well, and then I believe I swap Violet in for. Oh, I guess for Rimuru, and then just send the full hand here. It's gonna give us another stack and max skill points, get Guy's EX ult as well. So once I use his orb change, that's like, we don't need to worry about it. And I can give the other people a Rimuru's ult gauge. So here, it's a little tricky, because pretty much no matter what I do, I am a little screwed unless, like, unless I like keep Guy in, which I believe I do. Here I'm kind of thinking for a bit because I could use Violet's orb change, but then if I do that, then I have to bring Rimuru in, and then who's gonna orb change for the oranges, you know? So it's a little tricky. But I do believe I keep Guy in here. And I swap Rimuru in for Xion, I believe. Because like, I don't really need her orb change. I can just pop Violet's thing, pop Rimuru's thing, and then Guy's orb change, and then like that's fine, right? We get the full guaranteed hand, and we'll get enough skill points to get back up there anyway, so it doesn't really matter too much. So here, I can't pop anything else. I check on it, and it's 70 right now, so that's fine. You do have to remember that skill only works on Earth and space units, which does kind of suck, because it's so limited. But I think if they made it to all characters, might have been a little too broken. But I don't know. hits Guy there. So we have everyone's ult, and pretty much at this point, I know we have all 3 EX ults, right? There's no way we don't. Literally, Rimuru's skill, as long as I pop it the turn before, we'll be fine. So here, gonna swap Violet out. I want to swap at least 2 for Luminous and Xion, so I can mess around with more orbs. Swap her in, and then I believe I leave Guy in here. And at first I was thinking about switching, but I can just send the 3 orange orbs, and then just worry about how that's going to affect the next turn, because we have another Rimuru orb coming up, and just clearing out the oranges will give me the best shot. Unfortunately, we get countered there, and that got me worried because I thought Orc was going to hit into him, but luckily he hits Rimuru. So here we have another Rimuru orb coming up, so I can honestly, I swap Guy out like immediately. I don't want him to die. So it's pretty perfect here. Now here I was going to send that, but I also remembered I need to pop Rimuru's skill. I also want to get Violet's EX ult and have them set up for next turn, right? When I need to kill him. So I bring Violet in for Xion, and luckily we had no Xion orbs, so it's not like anything gets consumed by it. I pop that. Honestly, I could have popped the orb change, right? There was no harm in doing so. Do good damage here, and we have enough skill points for everything. We have the 3 EX ults, so honestly, we should be good to go here. I pop Luminous's buff, give it to these 2, and then I bring Guy in here. I could have brought in maybe Xion as well if I wanted that extra 5% crit damage, but I pop a Guy's buff, pop the Violet's debuff / buff, and yeah, this should be it. Just wipe them off the face of the earth. Here I pop Guy's skill in order to just like, I have a lot of skill points, I might as well, and we'll just see how much damage he does, and then send Violet, Rimuru, and then Guy. Now I'm confident Rimuru is gonna kill. Do 27 crit with guard, and then 46 crit with Violet. Still a really good ult. 478,000. $1.13 million. Absolutely destroyed, even without Guy. Just so much damage. Goddamn, that was insane. That was a good showing. Ult looked insane as well. This unit aesthetically and visually looks so nice, and I think it works pretty well. We saw that so far, but let's just take him into the whatchamacallit, the ranking event, and we'll see how well he does there. All right, so this is the team we're gonna be taking into the I think it's the EX stage of the boss battle for the ranking event. Again, Rimuru here. I don't have Xion, so he's gonna be doing a little bit less damage, but I think it's fine. I have this Rimuru here just for his physical buff if we can get it, and also his orb change. Geld, obviously, his orb change, and also the giving the blue orbs to the highest attacking unit. It's also really nice. Violet and Guy, obviously, must runs on this team. So yeah, I think it is about here. This is the run. I believe that turned out pretty well. So obviously, if you remember, starting out, he develops his ult and we get a full hand of greens. Here he also binds on this turn, so I felt that this was a good enough lineup where it'll be fine. Already doing decent damage. 70 or 7300. We get decent luck with the orbs. We do get binded though for this turn, which does kind of suck. But we have 3 Rimuru orbs. We could just pop Velzard, pop this Rimuru, and then also Guy skill, and we'll be a-okay. If I'll ever, yeah, there we go. Okay, so pop this, get that, and then pop the 2 orb changes. This will be a full hand, and yeah, this should be good to go. We're maxed on skill points, get another charge of Velzard. We're doing decent damage. Obviously, this team's damage does fall off quite a bit if you're not up against a space enemy. But that's how it's going to be with all these like new type of protectors. So here we pop the Velzard buff again. And honestly, at this point, I could just pop the orange orbs and be fine, like be done with it. But, who knows? Maybe I do. Oh, I apologize for my yawning throughout this video, but let's see. So I bring Geld in for the water Rimuru, pop that orb change. Unfortunately, still not enough. So I bring Violet in for orb change, Guy, and then Geld's orb transfer. Should be fine. Give all of that to Guy and get his EX ult, or I'm pretty sure it gives him his EX ult, or very close to it. Yeah, very close, and then almost a second Velzard charge. So again, building up Rimuru's ult gauge skill. So we have Guy's ult. Rimuru just does so much damage. Pop this. Unfortunately, we didn't get a second one, but that's fine. And then I can just bring Rimuru in for either Geld, or I was gonna say I could do Guy. I think that's what I do, yeah. Bring him in for Guy. Unfortunately, that gives us the orange. But I could do that, and then also Geld's, so that gives it all to Rimuru, and that's almost his ult as well, I think. His EX ult, or maybe it does. Guaranteed 200 skill points, which we need 240, and then we get 2 stacks of Velzard as well, which is really nice. So yeah, we have his EX ult. Oh my god, so much damage. Violet is gonna die. So here I need to swap Violet out. I can't really keep her in. I swap him out, pop these 2, and I remember I just need 240 skill points, and then that's it. I'll be fine after that. So here I swap Violet out, and I'm pretty sure I just send the 4 water Rimuru orbs, or do I orb change? Oh, I guess I orb change, and then I just send the 5 blues. Luckily that gets me enough orbs. Not really worth it though, in my opinion, especially since we didn't have the 6 orb. It was only 5, but at least we still have enough for our purposes. So here we have Rimuru. We have, unfortunately, we don't have Guy's EX ult, but we do have Rimuru's EX ult, which is fine. So here I had no choice for this one. I had to bring in Violet in for her debuff. Unfortunately, we couldn't give that crit damage to evil Rimuru, otherwise he would have done way more damage. So here, pop that, get that resistance down, and also the crit damage buff. Bring him in, pop the 2 skills, and that should be that. Probably gonna send the 2 green orbs. Here I was checking to see if we got that crit damage, and obviously we didn't. Pop those, and then the Guy ult. So I'm popping Rimuru's first because it lowers defense, I believe, once that ult hits. Yep, 70,000 defense down, 253,000, and then you do 245,000. Yep. If we had that crit damage buff, he would have done way more, but unfortunately, we didn't get it. And then Guy dies, of course, which sucks, but what can you do, right? And so yeah, that ends there. About what, 70 or 69,000, boosts up to top 0.8%. And look at that outro, still really good. So yeah, that was that run. Now I guess might as well just take him into Conquest and see how well we do there. All right, so lastly, we're going to be taking this team into Space Conquest. Pretty easy stage at this point. I mean, with Guy and this new Rimuru, it's going to be a wash. This is the team I'm bringing in. I believe the run is right here. Bro, every time I see that, they knew what they were doing with that intro. But here we get decent luck. We get 4 greens, at least that's something. Bring Guy in here, and then bring Violet in for the water Rimuru, and then we just send the green orbs, hoping that we do get at least a decent amount. There, look how much damage we did to the Milim already. And watch. Oh, I thought this was the stage where she hits him like 5 times immediately. That one was annoying. But here I bring in Xion. I don't know why I said that weirdly, but we bring in Xion, get the orb change, and send those. Now honestly, Veilzord's protection gauge doesn't really mean too much considering how much damage we do already. Like, she's almost dead. But I mean, it's fine to pop it, right? Here she debuffs the orange orbs, and honestly, I think I could have just ended it right here. Do that, and then pop it again. So yeah, I could end it right here. I don't really remember what I was doing. I thought I was thinking of any way where I could make it fancy, but I popped that. Cool. She's dead anyway. And then I have to swap Xion out for the new Rimuru, or the old Rimuru, for his orb change. And then we send that. I honestly should have sent the Rimuru to get that final hit, but Guy ends up finishing that here with a 12,000 attack. So yeah, overall, just gonna say, I think we saw pretty good examples here of this Rimuru. He is really good, definitely not in the realm of expectations of what people were expecting him to be. I think people had pretty high expectations of him having like a really high attack skill and like just buffing up his attack into insane levels. But I think, like I've said before in my other videos, my argument is that this team already gives you so many buffs to the other characters that he does enough damage anyway. He provides more consistency, more utility. You can use that orb change outside of just his own team, like with the hero. He aesthetically it looks really cool. On any Earth and Space team, his ult is going to be really well, especially if you can cycle a lot of your protection skills. But even for just like non-EX board characters, just getting your initial like ult could be fine as well. So yeah, I think this Rimuru is pretty good, pretty solid. I do wish maybe they made him a little bit better, where he could be like #1 or something, but it's kind of hard to say #1 in this game. I still do think he's like top tier, really good. So yeah, that's pretty much it for me. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you guys do end up summoning for him, or like want to summon for him, I wish you the best of luck on your summons. Hopefully you pull them and don't end up like me. Let me know down below what you guys think of this Rimuru, outside of his badassness. What do you think of him as a unit? Were you disappointed by him, or are you satisfied with how he's turned out? Personally, I'm satisfied. I think he's like a really cool unit, and I want to use him a lot more. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you all for watching, and I will just see you all in the next one. Peace.